sake of it.
Bulk is always going to be better for certain items.
Yeah, because we're missing.
Yeah.
Can't right now.
I don't know nothing about
right. And then me, as far as like my beef, I'm only eating like the 96 lean now because I was getting that grass fed stuff.
We good? We good?
Thinking I was doing good by eating grass fed, then I looked at it one day, I was like, there's a lot of fat. And that's what it,
Well, they got leaner ones, 70.
it had been 350.
All right, so we good.
I was weighing 350.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, we the Hebrew Israelites coming week in and week out to prophesy the downfall and destruction of America, Babylon the Great. Tell you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that you're the biblical Israelites. It's time for you to repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Before we get into today's lesson, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem, HaKadosh.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Hey, Daniela, give me Luke chapter 17. Right, verse 24. Right? What you got, some?
I just pulled up Isaiah 58 and 1.
Can you give me Romans 15 and 4? Right? Yeah, see the days that we are in, right? It's likened to the days of Noah, right? Because people are carrying about doing the same things as they were once doing before, right? So, as in these days, people are walking around what? Carefree, walking around in a state of merry, state of folly, state of mirth, joy. You see? Not knowing that all these things are what's about to come, heavy judgment, destruction, famine. The wrath of Yahweh Shemiah Shasi, this is about to come upon this place. See, but nobody's taking heed. Just as back then, as they did not take heed to Noah, when Noah was out there prophesying and telling them it was about to rain. Go ahead, bro. Luke chapter 17, verse 26.
Luke chapter 17, verse 26. And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day Noah entered into the ark.
Right, so it's letting you know that the same things are going to be taking place. People are going to be living what? Their lives in what? Pleasantness. Okay? But the day, what we're letting you know is that the days of pleasantness is coming. The days of trouble. See, these are the things that are nigh at hand, but Jake ain't taking heed. That's why the scripture say, whether they hear or forbear. Somebody give me Ezekiel chapter 2. Les? Brother Les, give me Ezekiel chapter 2. Go ahead, bro.
Right. And the flood came and destroyed them all. Likewise also it was in the days of Lot. They did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all.
But wait a minute. In the days of Noah, in that time, they were warned. He warned them. But they didn't take heed. And we are doing the same warning likewise. Even in the time of Lot. It spoke about Lot going into what? It says
Sons.
I believe those ones was like the stepsons or something like that.
Yeah, his daughters and her husbands.
Right?
Yeah.
He went to them. He told them, he warned them. Oh, this nigga crazy. He's a weirdo. You know the different comments and scoffs you get, the frowns you get. Like the Jake woman, the thing they got it all, they ride past, they frown up, or they walk past, they frown up. Even these niggas, right? Walk around with their expensive clothes on, thinking that is shit. Look at these bum ass niggas, right? Not knowing, we warning them. Can you get what is it? You know what it is? This is something to salvation and something to death. Right? Because to some people, they see us and they say, hey man, thank you for out here, doing this work. Which we know some of them don't really mean it. Some of them are just being, what are they? They're called cheerleaders, right? But then some people be like, yeah, this needs to be spoken of, right? Because we know everybody is not gonna have this job to be a prophet, to be a man of the Lord, right? To be a believer, to come out here to do this work. That don't fit everybody's lot. Now you do have some believers, which they'll be helpers, okay? They'll be helpers to the body in some way, shape, form, or fashion. You know, be some type of charity, something, but they won't be just a cheerleader walking past. Keep doing y'all thing, cause we got a lot of that. Keep doing y'all thing. Y'all doing the right thing. Well, if we doing the right thing, why ain't you out here? Why ain't you opening up your sword? Why ain't you taking notes? Why ain't you learning if we doing the right thing? Cause Jake like being cheerleaders. Right? Hit it.
Right. So this is 2 Corinthians 2 and 16. Matter of fact, it might be a little bit that.
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Get all
2
of that meat.
Corinthians 2. Let's start at verse.
Cause Jake don't waste meat. You put something on a grill,
Yeah.
Jake ain't wasting no meat. So we ain't gonna waste no meat.
2 Corinthians 2 and 14 says, Now thanks be unto the Most High, which always causes us to triumph in Hamashiach, and maketh manifest the savor of his knowledge by us in every place. For we are unto the Most High a sweet savor of Hamashiach in them that are saved, and in them that perish. To the one we are the savor of death unto death, and to the other the savor of life unto life. And who is sufficient for these things? Is that what you wanted? Okay, come. Right, so that's what it comes down to. To one people, it's a blessing unto them. It's a cause for repentance. Okay, and to the other people, it's a curse unto them. It's a cause for vexation. Okay, and it's a cause for hatred. Okay, I actually got another precept.
Yep.
One more precept. Hebrews 4 and 2 says, matter of fact, Hebrews 4 and 1, let us therefore fear lest the promise of being left us of entering into his rest, any of you should seem to come short of it. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them, but the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. Okay? So that's it. You know what I'm saying? To us, it's profitable, okay, because we have faith that the words are true, that the message is true. But unto these others, it doesn't profit them, And there's a few precepts popping into mind about, how wisdom, how fools deal with wisdom,
I got one.
They won't bear it long, which I can look that up when you got something.
Yeah. You said something. Y'all used to hit chores. This is the book of Romans, chapter 3, verse 3. It says, For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? The Most High forbid. Yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar, as it is written. Yeah, so see, we believe in what the Most High say. We believe in what the scriptures say. Okay? So it says, let the Most High be true, right? And we believe everything that's in these scriptures to be the truth. Okay, so that's why we believe in it. Well, that's where faith comes in, right? This is where faith comes, right? And we show our faith by our works. You see? That we actually believe. See, some people say, well, I believe that. But what are you showing? How are you showing that you believe that? I believe what y'all saying, that's the truth. Y'all right. Well, if this is the case, why ain't you out here with us? What you doing? Oh, something else is more important, right? Or you don't believe enough to come out here to stand with us, right? Or some people might just not want to be. They don't want to feel ashamed, right? They don't want to be. Oh, they don't want to be made fools for Mashiach's sake. Literally, cause that's what we are to these people, fools. They riding past. Look at these niggas. It's hot. Why they out there? It's cold. Why they out there? It's raining. They still out there? These niggas is crazy. That's what they say. You see what I'm saying?
That's how they look at Noah.
Right. Yeah, he's crazy. He's a crazy man. Look at this nigga building this big ass boat, this yacht. What's wrong with this nigga? I mean, and I'm saying that the way as a scoffer would say. They might wasn't saying nigga back then, but they was saying something offensive.
Yeah.
You know?
Building a boat on land.
On land. What's wrong with him?
Big one at that.
Big ass boat.
And he was probably
Big-
like, nigga, where is this big ass boat gonna go? You got 20 miles from
desert
land.
out here.
Yeah. You got 20 miles from land, no vehicle. Nigga, what did you? No, you know.
Yeah, but same thing though, cause what? No rain at that time. It was just the dew.
Right.
It sprung up, the water, everything, the mist. You see? But the same thing with Babylon, right? They be like, what? You talking about a missile coming to penetrate the U.S.? Ain't no way.
Never gonna happen.
You know how Jake said, you say something like that, Jake, they be like, what? Well, no missile ever hit us. And I'd be like, us? We? You know, like, we.
Got the strongest military.
Yup, yeah. We? What you mean, we? See, Jay don't even know. Jay don't even know that they're not even a part of the, you know, the runaway with E.
You ain't involved in that.
You ain't involved in it. And what I mean by the runaway, I'm talking about the deep underground military bunkers. You ain't a part of that. Because a part of his own people ain't even a part of that. Yeah.
Just going into that topic so we can move on. Matthew 15:8. This people draw nigh unto me with their mouth and honors me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. Just backing the bro up, you know, about people say a lot of things, but they don't do shit.
Yeah.
You ain't a part of that with E, man. Going back into what the brother was saying, man. You ain't, nigga, like he gonna welcome you. You gonna knock. You gonna knock. What's the secret code? Pineapples. You gonna let your ass in and some shit. You gonna be like, you don't get your nigga ass on my doorstep if you can even get to the doorstep. Shit, nigga, you might catch a booby trap before you get to that motherfucker. You got it, bro. My bad.
This is 2 Peter chapter 2. And I'll start at verse 4. You know, because this is the same spirit that people are in today. It says, for the Most High spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment. And spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. So the brother talked about before the Lord brought these destructions, what? They were warned. Lot warned his family, and Noah was warning, you know, the people who he was sent to warn, man. Right? So it says a preacher of righteousness, and I got that word for preacher, which proves that Noah prophesied. Right? This is the word for preacher, which is kerux. It says a herald, a messenger vested with public authority, who conveyed the official messages of kings, magistrates, princes, military commanders, or who gave a public summons or demand to perform various other duties. In the New Testament, God's ambassador and the herald or proclaimer of the divine word. So there you go. So Noah was a prophet, man.
And you said they were a proclaimer of the divine word.
Yep, to crying before.
I got something for that, right? Because to be a proclaimer of the divine word, what you gotta do? Somebody, Psalm 68:11, Baba Kushab. This new one is
You want it right now?
yeah, go ahead.
This is Psalms chapter 68 and verse 11. And it reads, the Lord gave the word, great was the company of those that published it.
One more time.
The Psalm 68 and verse 11. The Lord gave the word, great was the company of those that published it.
Hey, see, so the Lord is the one who gave the word. But great was the company of those that published it. Hey, our job is big, brothers. We got a duty. You see, this is why it's important for you to what? To go to the highways and byways and preach this word. Right? This word got to go out. You see?
Got a quick precept for you.
Go ahead.
This is Romans chapter 12 and verse 1. I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service.
There you go. You see? We come out here, we do what? We present our bodies as a living sacrifice, right? Anything can happen to you out here on these highways and byways. Hey, 'cause look, we live in an anti-Messiah world. Literally. Even these people that don't think they are, subconsciously they are. Because you know, you might say a random conversation with a regular person, you may say something that is, you know, out of the scripture, but you might not say it in a way where they know it's out of the scripture. And what do? Ugh. Or frown up. Or say, well, or you know, what made you say that? Or why you think like that? Because over this period of time, subconsciously they have been taught what? To think, to have an anti-Messiah mindset. And it starts young. I didn't even realize that's what was going on until the elder Yashawama said it and was like, wait a minute. From the school age, they do teach us that. They have an anti-Messiah mindset of, I didn't do that. We did this. Science. We created this. We established this. You got something?
Yes.
Hit it, brother.
Isaiah 59, backing the brother up in 15, Salakia. Yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And Yahweh saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. Just back what the bro said. When you depart from evil, you make yourself a target. You know, people start looking at you funny and differently, you know? You make yourself a prey. Go ahead, you got it.
No, you're right, bro.
I think it's
Go ahead.
Sirach 9 and 13, which really there's another point I want to get in here. It says, keep thee far from the man that hath the power to kill, so shalt thou not doubt the fear of death, and if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently. It's kind of long. I just want to get the point at the bottom.
No. Slow down, brother. Slow down, brother. You know, people trying to catch up. Hear
All right,
what you say. Yeah, brother.
Okay, I'll read it slow. I just want to, it's long. I want to get the bottom point.
Relax, brother.
Let's do this better. Ecclesiastes 9 and 13. Keep thee far from the man that hath power to kill. Now, Esau has power to kill, but these Jakes out here, they'll kill your ass too, you know? That's why it talks about don't cast your pearls before swine. So shalt thou not doubt the fear of death. And if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently. Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares, and that thou walkest upon the battlements of the city. So this is the stance of action of war. This is a declaration of war, what we're doing right now. Okay? And if you're involved in this in any form or fashion, you're going to become a casualty of war if that's a part of your life. All right? You lumped in with the war criminals that's on the front lines. You know, like I heard a brother say, I don't know which brother it was, I can't remember, it might have been Nat Zagba or another brother, but they say, if you hit like on the video, if you clicked on the video, you already in a database somewhere.
Yep.
They already got you on the list. So you might as well get off the fence, you know? You in this bitch, whether you on the front lines or not, whether you teeter-tottering or not, you in this shit, man. You know? You either gonna have to die for it, or you gonna have to, on the carnal side, or you gonna have to die for it when the Most High kill your ass.
And you gotta think now. You said you mentioned war, and the strategies of war. What happens when they can't catch the person they looking for?
Oh, they interrogate other motherfuckers.
They interrogate and what?
Get their families too.
They interrogate and they torture the others to get to who they really want to get to.
That's it.
So what we doing? You gotta be serious about and think about what we're doing and who's all in jeopardy. Jeopardy of this, you know what I'm saying? Even going, cause somebody could we ain't gotta get out this. Even going in time of the Maccabees, right?
Oh yeah.
Somebody want to go to it?
I go to it.
Let's go to the and having the time of the Maccabees. You think they didn't give a damn?
I got the precept.
Get it, yeah.
This is Ecclesiastes or Sirach chapter 2 and verse 1. And it reads, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Hey, read it again, Bubba. Good job.
Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 2 verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Right, if you come to serve the Lord, you're going to prepare thy soul for temptation. Things are going to tempt you, right? It's really going to be an all-out. It's going to be an all-out attack on your spirit, right? Oh, can you get Ephesians 6 and 12. Because I said there's going to be an all-out war. There's going to be an all-out war against our spirit, man. You know, all on all sides, bro. You know, I mean, because that left hand energy is heavy right now. heavy. The vexation, the filth, it's heavy, man.
Yeah,
you know?
the incantations. You know, that these elites be putting up so to have the demons come against us in the spirit. You know, and you'll notice too on certain days, man, demons just start fucking with you even more because they throwing up some incantations, man. Right.
Ephesians 6.
What?
Ephesians 6.
Yeah, 6 and 12.
Come on. Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12. You want me to start at 10?
Yeah, go ahead.
Title.
You know when you got it, Les.
6 and 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High.
See, we got to put on the whole armor of the Most High. You know? The whole armor. You got to put on everything. Okay? You can't be going into the battlefield and you missing armor pieces. You know? So, okay, let's see it's called, I forget what they're called, but let's say a Knight Rider, right? Oh, they covered up to the T.
Head to toe.
Head to toe, bro. There's no
gap.
no gaps.
No exposure.
No exposure. You see? So we gotta make sure we put on that full armor. Go ahead.
Verse 11 again. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities.
Yeah.
Against,
Go ahead, finish, bro.
against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Hey, you see? So there's an all-out attack on us. Especially, see, there's an all-out attack on the men of this world. But then you go to Eve, there's an all-out attack on just creation itself when you deal with the Georgia Guidestones. Because people don't know, bro, they want to kill you. Yes, through food, through your medicine, through the water, through the air, through the music. Yes, they want to destroy you.
This devil has weaponized everything.
Yeah, everything's weaponized. So there's an all-out war on creation, but there's definitely an all-out war on who? You
I think
Israelites.
I know what he wants, but I don't know if it's...
Because you're the main target.
Guard.
You're the main target, Jake. Go ahead, bro.
Continue on.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Verse 13, Ephesians 6 and 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand evil in the day, and having done all to stand.
That's right. That's right. You see? So that's what we gotta do. We gotta put on the whole armor of the Most High. Okay? And the trickery that this devil gonna come in. Hey, he got tricks. He got tricks. And you see, these tricks are working. Some of them, it ain't gonna work on the elect. The scripture says they will very well somehow about deceiving the elect.
I got this.
Yeah. There should come a great deception that if it were possible,
It could.
you should deceive the very elect.
Yeah. Bro, so the wiles and tricks he got up his sleeve is crazy. You even got some jakes talking about what they say. They said, the whole Delta virus thing is being mentioned now. They're saying, you see, what the coming bro, I gotta forget what it said exactly, but it was like, you see, all you anti
What the name
people,
is?
I almost slipped for real. All you,
Yeah,
all you,
whatchamacallit.
all you anti-whatchamacallits are the reason why this is happening, you see? See, you're the problem. And see, this is what's going to create division. And this is going to create war. So when we talk about wars, and we ain't only talking about race wars. We ain't just talking about race war. We talking about civil war. We talking about class war. It's going to be an ultimate division out here.
Yeah.
Ultimate division. Rich versus poor. Nation, it's going to be nation against nation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep, every man.
Famine wars. There's many wars that's about to touch this place. You niggas is talking about gang wars right now. You ain't seen shit. You think gang wars is gonna be worried about gang fightings in a minute when there's a lack of bread? No. No. Niggas gonna be worried about bread, canned food, rice, a pack of soap, sugar,
Bar soap.
bar soap,
Oh boy. Roll tissue paper.
roll tissue, water. bottles of water.
Shit, napkins, paper plate.
Come on, bro.
Hey, brother.
Tires.
Speaking on the whatchamacallit, they say in the same breath that if you've taken the full whatchamacallit,
You shouldn't be
then
worried.
you shouldn't have to be worried.
You see?
What type of contradiction is that?
But see, see, I'm about to put it out. You have to stop. That's what I'm saying, though.
That's what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm saying, though. See?
A house of confusion.
That's madness.
It's Babylon.
Because you shouldn't be worried. Because when you take it, it says you're
You're immune. You're good.
you're immune.
You're good.
Wait a minute. You
Now
still,
you-
worry, you still telling me to put my mask on, though.
But they're telling you to worry about the ones who
There's
didn't.
talks. They're saying that the
Whatchamacallit.
ones that the whatchamacallit that's already been taken is only a certain percentage effective against the new whatchamacallit.
Yeah, come on, bro.
And you still got to think about the 5G towers that they build
Yeah.
and everything with the radiation.
Right. And see, now,
And that weakens your immune system.
Yeah.
because now we're going back to when I talked about the war on humanity.
Yep.
Because our bodies are made up of different elements. One of you brothers want to say it real quick? Because I don't know all the elements of the body, but we know there's some type of like electricity and
Yeah, you got
know,
copper. Your brain is made of copper.
The same elements you find in the soil
Yeah.
is contained in the human body because we are made of the dust of the ground.
Yeah, different elements, right? So everything how it was created. So they're using these same elements, and everything has you know, when you play with different
You gotta balance.
Cause and effect.
I mean, everything got a cause and effect, but when you play with, like, every element can't mix.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Every element has its you know, chemistry or whatnot, and certain things just don't mix together.
Right.
Well, that's what they doing.
Certain balance.
They saying, well, we know this messes with this part of the brain, and we know this messes with this part of the body. So they said, well, let's use it to our advantage and help destroy them. You know? But see, we ain't perfect, and you know, I ain't the best speaker of talking about those different things, but I know a little bit how that shit can work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they basically use, like the scriptures say, he established a diligent search.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
And it's just the scriptures say we're wonderfully and fearfully made. You know, Christians like to quote that a lot. But in actuality, when you go into Esau science, you know, it talks about how the body's so perfectly made that if one molecule were out of whack, basically the whole system could fall apart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why they do a lot of genetic experiments and it kind of fails. You know, even when it comes to them, like they try to make clones of dead animals. I've seen this thing where they try to make clones of the woolly mammoth and all this other type of stuff. They got to have a close relative in order for the clone to be viable. They can't just make it out of nowhere because of how complex it is. You know what I'm saying? So,
What you got?
This is Luke chapter 12 in verse 51. It says, suppose ye that I come to give peace on earth? I tell you nay, but rather division.
See? That's what I'm saying, though. The vision. But people are talking about unity. But that's not coming. Even if it may seem like it's coming, it's not. But see, this is a problem with certain leaders teaching our people that madness. That's why people have no idea what's to come, because it's coming. It's coming.
right.
But now here's the next thing. They say, oh, well, yeah, the Bible says that we know it's coming, but under Jesus Christ, we're saved. That's false. That's false. You know? It's going to be the biggest, the greatest 3 words in history. Well, not, you know, but just on one of our behalves, you know. I told you so. That's going to be one of them. I told you so. I told you so.
If we're part of the elect, it's going to be come up hither.
Yeah. For
It's
sure.
going to be the greatest thing.
Yeah. Come up here.
Come
Fact.
up hither.
That's a fact, bro.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
Wait a minute. That's what you're gonna ask people. So wait a minute. Stuff got to be taking place. You be like, what you saved from? That's your answer. What you saved from? You ain't go through nothing. You ain't go through nothing yet. Well, my life been hard. Shit.
Hard as it's about to get.
Not hard as it's about to get. What'd you experience? Read it again, bro.
Yeah. Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be
He
saved.
that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. There's a lot of stuff you got to go through to get that to get that come up hither. Because that come up hither, that's salvation when you get that. You going on a chariot.
That's why it says endure, which means to make hard, man. So in order to be made hard, you gotta go through a whole bunch of tests, man.
Comfortable thing.
You gotta be tried.
Prepare thy soul for temptation.
That's right.
Oh yeah. All right. Finish yours. Are you done with yours?
Yeah, I'm doing not
Done
yet.
with yours? All right. Back to you. Yeah. Read yours first. Then we're gonna jump to Maccabees.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 50.
Read loud, brother.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
Probably should have read up at first, huh?
Up a little more.
Yeah.
Start
49.
at 49. All right. All right, this is verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle fleeth. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
But
And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thy kind, or flocks of thy sheep, until he hath destroyed thee.
and see, and that's how he coming. He coming and he, same as he did before. He ain't gonna show no favor. You think he gonna care because you got children? He ain't gonna care. You think he gonna care because you beautiful, you got a big booty? He ain't gonna care. He not. Instead, he gonna take everything. He gonna starve you out till you destroy. That's his plan. Go ahead.
Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
Yep.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
Wow.
For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
Wait a minute. Somebody give me 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Because we need to understand, well, who is this devil? Who is this devil speaking of? It's spiritual demon Satan ain't about to do this. You mean the spiritual demon Satan is going to come from where he at, right? And start creating havoc on us? Absolutely not. Just like he said, the devil shall cast some of us into prison. Absolutely not. No.
2 Thessalonians.
2 verse 3. You can start at 3.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Yeah, that was Esau Edom, right? This happened in 70 AD. 'Cause these the Romans. You know, he took the banner, of being those people, the Romans, okay? He took over that land and everything. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 4, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High.
Right, you continue on. But there's someone on the earth that has these characteristics. And if you're saying it's not Esau Edom, we like to know who is this person. Okay, Japhet, you right. Japhet don't give a damn about shit that's really going on the earth. He got his oil, he got his women, right? He's got his storefronts. You know? No, Slakia. I'm thinking of Ishmael.
Japheth ain't got shit.
Yeah, Japhet ain't got shit.
You got what?
Japhet,
Spam and
they
pineapples
got
or
the
something?
and not
That
even
nigga known from
got
spam
luau's
and
and
luau.
shit, man.
yeah, not even his own island, Salakia. I'm talking about Ishmael. Because they try to say Esau's the Arabs, right? Salakia over that. Ishmael got the storefronts. Ishmael got the oil. Ishmael got the... Japhet got beautiful women, but Ishmael got the women, multiple women, and things like that, right?
Yeah.
But he ain't doing much. He chilling and running from bombs all day.
Yeah.
But he run shit. What? No.
He goes into a precept like the bro just read about, showing himself that he is the Most High. Well, who's like a God on the earth? Esau. Okay, Job 9:24 tells you. You got it?
Right here,
Oh,
brother.
man, that's the spirit, brother.
Gone.
I love that, bro.
This is Job chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, he covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
See, in order to be considered as a god, to make yourself as a god, you have to have that power. Okay? You have to have that ability to make yourself as the Most High. So who has that ability? The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. Okay? This same person is going to make himself feel like he's God because he's got it in his power. I just actually, it's funny, before I came to a camp today, you know, the autoplay on the YouTube, I was letting stuff roll. This talk came up where this whistleblower came out and talked about how governments use technology to monitor their population. And this nigga was a refugee. He had to go to freaking China or somewhere and claim refugee status so he wouldn't get killed. That was like the largest manhunt for an individual was put out on this nigga. It's like Eric Snow or some shit
Eric
like
Snowden.
that. Snowden.
He went to Russia.
He did?
Yeah.
Because I just watched it. There were some more refugees too involved, so maybe they was in China. But either way, you know, that just goes to show you this is how he had to make himself a god. But he's got to have power to do that. You see?
He was a part of the CIA or something like
Yeah, and he exposed how every government
Yeah.
does this. No, they went to Canada. That's where they're at. They were in Canada. But anyway, whatever. He said he exposed how every government does this. You need?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
You see? And so that just goes to show you how he's got to use carnal ways to make himself like the Most High. Okay? Me and this brother over here that's listening, Lester, okay, he was talking about how, well, we was talking about something. It was like how everybody is like a CCTV for the Most High. The Most High can tune in at any given time to your life and see that if he want to. Okay, the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, right? But beholding all the ways of man. You see? So Esau has to do that on the carnal aspect. That's why your smart TV got cameras in this shit. Don't have them in your bedroom.
Then bro, remember I think it was in the chat, bro, whenever they the infrared camera, how it takes pictures of you every 5 seconds.
Every 5
something like
seconds, the
that.
iPhone's taking an infrared photo of you.
Yeah.
This is him keeping tabs on you, man.
He went to Moscow.
He went to Moscow. Okay.
Eric Snowden, yeah.
Okay.
But more of them probably dipped off. in
Yeah, the
other
other
spots.
families that like supported him, they got split it up, and then some of them went to Canada, and some of them are still wherever the hell they was at. But whatever, he went to
I got a precept backing you up. Isaiah chapter 14 verse 4 says, also in verse 3 it says, and it shall come to pass in that day the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how had the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased? The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth. So it's going into what? Those characteristics of who? Esau, Edom. Who has control? Who rules the nations over the planet Earth? Esau, Edom. Right?
Number one language around the world is English.
English. You have to, that's the standard.
That's even better than the point I was gonna make, was how a lot of these shows integrate Edomite supremacist, for lack of a better word, ideology into their media. You know, like anime. You know, I was trying to watch the new anime, man. The first scene, they got this angel tied to this cross that fell from heaven. The fuck did the Japanese know about that shit? Why is that shit, you know what I'm saying? The whole thing was about Lucifer falling from heaven and being a fallen angel.
It's funny because we about to go right all into it to give y'all the correction of what this is who this is actually speaking of.
I got it.
All right. It says, so it says, verse 5, Isaiah 14, verse 5, the Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruleth the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth. The whole earth is at rest. You still got that Job? Job 9:24. I'll read it again. It says, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Proverbs 29:2. Proverbs 29:2. You know? The people are giving some type of singing and joy right now, but it's not all day. It's only for a real little bit. You might gotta drink some wine, get married, drink some strong drink, to get things off your mind. But after that, once you cool down, what? Nigga, you getting your ass back up at 6 a.m. and gonna go work for who? This ruler, man.
Yep.
2 jobs for certain people. Right? Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Because really, people are in the mourning state. Really. And people are really going to be in the mourning state once he show his horns all the way. Because right now, things are being... See, right now, he's pacifying the people. Things are being pacified. But, bro, remember these it's called the moratoriums? Those didn't lapse yet. They're still covering those. For certain cities and states, they're still covering those. Damn. Yeah.
That's crazy, because when that shit crumbled, you know what I'm saying, and people, because they say, things is bouncing back and all that, but a lot of folks don't want to work.
That's bullshit. They say things is bouncing back, but it's not. Because the stimulus checks is also upholding the economy. Because the economy's through.
Yeah.
It's going straight down.
Right.
And all you people are going down right with it. And we can't wait.
Right, that's what I was going to say. It's like the economy's being held on by like a little, that plastic clear Scotch tape?
Yeah.
Man, that shit don't really got no hold to it.
man.
That shit holding on by a piece of Scotch tape. Nigga, let them cancel the moratoriums, man.
Yeah.
That shit gonna pop shit off. So like, go ahead.
Yeah, moratoriums, food products. People are like, because there's certain foods still available, certain. But guess what? It's the products is the problem. I tell people this almost every day. Why ain't we got this and this? Aluminum. I said this months ago. Aluminum. There's not enough aluminum right now. Well, the productivity of it. I know I probably couldn't say that.
Probably ain't a lot of people. A lot of people out there like mining it and stuff.
Well. You got to think of. Remember, we're this importing country.
Right.
We're importing. You still got a lot of what they call tariffs.
Tariff is what it's called.
Like that's what I mean. Not sanctions. Different sanctions, different infightings, different good wars. Many wars are still going on that are not being talked about. Some is being talked, but a lot is not being talked about. All this is a cause and the effect. Different countries saying, "Oh, we don't want this dollar no more." All this is a cause and the effect. Now, a simple American would say, "Well, we don't need these other countries." You're a damn lie, because all your shit is imported. Well, isn't it your shit too? Well, look, we offer faith-based things, so we hoping to have faith in the Lord that's going to help us survive all this bullshit to come through. But at the end of the day, we want this shit to happen, and we don't include ourselves with this place. So we're separatists. We're separatists. That's why we speaking when we say we want this place to fall, and this is not because you got the ignorant assholes that say, "Well, you're here too. What are you going to do?" Not what you're going to do. Clearly.
Yeah, we're gonna have to unplug. We're gonna unplug faith. Ultimately, we're gonna have faith.
Our dependency is not going to be on Esau.
Right.
Nope. We're not gonna stay on him no more. We're gonna stay on him that smote us no more.
That's right.
That's it. I'm depend on you how about you now with Shannon. What else is there? Y'all got it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you Proverbs 29 too. Okay, what else you got?
Still at Job too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Want me to read 9 and 24 again?
Yeah.
This is Job chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is
Right.
it?
So when it talks about the earth being at rest, it says what? It says because of this. I'll read it again. It says Isaiah chapter 14 verse 4 that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how had the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. now it's going to further go down and talk about how the earth is at the whole earth is at rest. Why? Because the man is sin. That who is revealed now is Esau Edom, the son of perdition, who is taken out of power. That's why. That's why the earth is going to be at rest.
Yeah, they said he smoked the earth with a continual stroke, right?
Yep.
So they gonna quit. They ain't gonna be having that whip on their back no more. Not from him, not like that. You know, not in unrighteousness. Because after the Gentiles served their captivity for 1,000 years, as long as they come up and do what they're supposed to do, they'll be straight.
Yeah. But he through.
He's gone. He's gone.
Verse 8, it says, yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come against thee. So even the trees, bro, even the trees are going to rejoice like, oh, Lord. You know?
Yeah.
Now, because you got an article coming out, because somebody get the whole earth groaning. Because the article coming out about the fish being addicted to meth. Oh, you know?
Damn.
So everybody, you know, the whole earth, the whole creation is going through it. You know? Come on, bro. If these animals, if the Lord was put the spirit on these animals to speak, bro, birds we ride past, flying past, save me! Save me! You know? Or kill me now! You know? Kill me now! That's what they're gonna say. That's right. Because they through. You know? These fucking peasants walking. I tell you, man, I be sick of looking at you people, man. Fucking heathens, man. For real, man. Verse 9, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming, and stir up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? So these other nations are gonna what? Say this to this ruler. The person that had been ruling with a continual stroke. That's what they're gonna say. Because see, these nations was hit with the get down or lay down type of method from Eve. What? Oh, you ain't gonna do what we say? We're gonna bomb you niggas. Alright, I gotta get down with you. What I'm supposed to say? I just seen what you did to our neighboring cities. I ain't even seen it, we heard about it. We heard about it. We don't want no parts.
That's why the scripture says, who is able to make war with the beast?
Who was able to make war with the beast?
When you think about it from a carnal aspect of, he's fully trying to fulfill that role of making himself like the Most High, because that's what the Most High did in Egypt. So he tried to do it on a carnal level, you know, with Hiroshima and Nagasaki and different things that he's done, where it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You know, that was noise abroad of, you know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I fuck with them. Who can make war with the beast? Back then they were saying, who can make war with Yahweh?
They talked about the Romans. Because everybody, when the Greeks came, they was like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Can't nobody mess with them. And the Romans came, they're like, ooh, ooh. Somebody get it real quick, the book of Daniel.
Gone.
Cause they go, ooh. Now that's that nigga. They was like, that shit right there. You know? Because they talk about how the Romans was exceedingly dreadful. You know?
They had that iron teeth.
That iron teeth, bro.
They stamped the residue there, man.
And the way the Romans conquered the world at that time, with no phone, no source of, I'll say electrical source of communication, and they conquered the world, the known world, you know, at this time, bro, by riding on horses and chariots and shit, you know.
It's Daniel 8, right? Whenever he had the vision of the ram and he goat.
No,
Or-
7.
Seven. Okay, gone. Salaki.
The fourth beast.
The 4th beast, but you can start at you can go to the Greeks.
Come on.
Yes.
This is Daniel chapter 7 and verse 7. It says, after this I saw the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible,
Mhm.
and strong exceedingly.
Yep.
And it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? They had a structural system set up. You know, it was called they had the Treaty of Rome, which that turned into the EEC. It was called the oh my goodness, I forget it. The EEC is the Economic Union though. I forget it though. But it was the Treaty of Rome. Then they had the EEC, and they formed the alliance.
The European Economic Community.
European Economic Community. So they formed an alliance back then. The same with now, right? Before it was the 7 heads and the 10 horns. Now what? America got what? It's like 29. You know, it's like 29 nations or something something to that effect. You know,
Which it was originally 10, but they
added something. Yeah. You know, they added. You know, because they had them vassal states. They had them allies with them. You know, but it's talk about their military that they was powerful. They couldn't be touched. You know, and it was diverse from the others, from the different. They had what was it? I think it was like a political system they had. Speak louder, bro.
They had elected officials.
Yeah, they had elected
rather than monarchies.
A few other things. It's slipped my mind though.
That's one way they were diverse.
But that's one way that was diverse. Go ahead.
Daniel 7 and verse 8. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were the eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things.
Yeah, they only men. That's it. They only men. And they gonna get destroyed by Yahweh Shem Yahushua when it's time for them to thirst fight. But you know, we ain't gonna get too much into that. We just wanted to go into that fourth beast. You know? Alright, I think you're done on yours. So back to me. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 11, it says, Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? Okay? So this is talking about Esau, Edom. You know? It says how has he cut down? So when you're talking about, you know, heaven, right? You talk about hell. You have to understand the meaning of words. And you have to understand that these also goes into conditions. You know, when people are feeling very, very great, very lovely, they're feeling the living their best life, so to speak. One of the phrases they'll use is, "I feel like I'm in heaven.
I'm in heaven.
I'm in heaven right now. I'm in heaven. I'm peachy. You know, peachy kid. You know what I'm saying? That's how they say. But how do they know to use the same concept to say when they're going through shit, this is hell right now? How do they just come up with these concepts like that? These are conditions. Now hell also can mean the grave. You know.
Yeah, well, earlier y'all brought out that precept about the angels that left their first estate.
First estate, yeah.
Can you get that, brother, again, Baba Kashak? Because there was a point that came to mind, which I kind of reserved it because, you know, going with what the elder was saying about that could be a lesson, which I still may go into this. But if you read the wording, something should make sense. If you bring it out, brother, Baba Kashak, because it talks about something in there specifically that I want to back this brother up with.
Like
where it is.
If we was able to pan this camera around and show you, bro, Jake would want to stay here, bro. Jake would want to stay, bro. It be complete madness that brothers and sisters don't be seeing be going on around us. This shit is madness. But Jake want to stay. So we just supposed to continue to live life, grow to get to be about 60, 70 and just fade away. Oh man, this is bullshit.
Fucking fade away. Wait for the concentration camp.
Basically.
But that's what he want. That's what his goal is.
Yeah, you're right. It won't even be
You won't get to live out the days in peace.
no retiring plan.
You done.
That shit done.
Yeah.
Ain't when you going down Florida, then you about to go down Florida and retire and be on the beach?
You gonna have to convert that 401k to a digital currency.
I was about to say that 401k.
401k, yeah.
That's the spirit.
Jake 60 and 70, bro. Jake 60, 70, some years old, still working, bro.
Still working.
Through.
You got Jason fucking 80 years old still working.
Bro, I work with an old dude like that. Old than them motherfucker.
About to drop dead.
But they making him bust his ass.
Oh yeah, I bet.
You think they care because he old?
Nope.
Get your ass up.
Hey, just read that.
read it.
They have no
Regard for the
Then I
young
want
or
to get
old.
upon the ancient after I heavily laid thy yoke.
Nah, I don't show much favor to him because he's an anyway. So
Right, but
you know
still.
what I'm saying? Me, myself.
I know what you mean though.
If it was Jake, I'd be a little bit different, but I'd be like,
You'll care a little more, but
Yeah.
that don't mean it's right. But
you know what I mean? I would care a little more, you know what I mean?
Fuck that heathen then. Read that, brother.
Yeah, 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 4. For the Most High spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto the judgment.
So wait a minute. He cast them to hell, right? In chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment. I thought hell was the judgment. I thought hell was the judgment. Ain't that supposed to be the judgment? The lake of fire? You go underground, you burn in hell forever? So how are they reserved in chains of darkness unto judgment if the judgment is hell? They said he cast them into hell.
I'm already there.
Is it dark? Is it dark in hell? Or is it fire?
And
Well, I
then,
thought fire had brightness. I'm being facetious, but that don't make sense. Go ahead,
then
Al.
it talks about the angels that sin. And the
Angels don't
spiritual
sin.
realm, angels don't sin.
Angels don't see.
It says they hearken unto the commandment of the Lord.
That's right.
Pleased to do his bidding.
Yep. You angels which excel in excel in strength might have to get that one. But I just wanted to make that point. Like, so angels don't sin, and then hell is supposed to be a judgment according to you fake Christians. Okay, so what is that really talking about? All right. They was cast into a lower state, reserved unto the judgment. You see, reserved unto the judgment of that life. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, at the end, we'll be judged either part of the elect or part of the 2/3. You know, which will dictate our status in heaven. Go ahead.
I got you. Psalms 103, verse 19. The Lord had prepared his throne in the heavens, and his kingdom ruleth over all. Bless the Lord, ye his angels, that excel in strength, that do his commandments,
Do his commandments.
hearkening to the voice of his word.
Hearken to the voice of his word. See? That's it. And then I think you might be getting the one where it says, when time cometh, they will not transgress his command. It's one of them. I think it might be in the, spirits created for vengeance. It's right in that area. I might grab it. Go ahead. Yeah, you know, so they don't break the commandments. So you off, even starting off at the beginning, the angels that sin. That's a fallacy.
But wait a minute. Because as they're saying, you know, the chief angel on the left. So let's finish this off so we can move on.
Yeah.
Because they say the chief angel on the left is the one who started it.
Right.
And then took the third of the angels with him.
Fairy tales.
The book of Isaiah chapter 14 verse 12. This is what they use. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? Son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit upon the mount of the congregation of the sides of the north. So this is what they're saying the spiritual demon Satan is saying. Right? This is what they're saying. It says, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Because now they use this to say, well, he tried to take it. He was hating on him, so he wanted to take his position. This is what they be saying. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. So, wait a minute. So he's saying he want to take the position of the Most High because he was hating on him. This is what they say. But then but this says, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. This is why they're saying he's down underground, burning up. Because they're saying he was brought down there, right? They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, so wait a minute. Now you got other people down there saying, can see you.
They didn't look upon thee.
So they was bad too. I guess they was all bad because they all down there.
Had to be.
Saying I can see you down and we down
And
here.
instead of being concerned with the fire, they're supposedly on their ass. They worry about this nigga. So what they say to him? Cause I thought this was like horrible. You screaming, constant tormented demons are just like, nigga, we got you. You know what I'm saying?
Pitchfork and shit.
Yeah, right. So what that one nigga say was going out? They ramming. I ain't even gonna go into it, but
He wild.
Yeah, he
He
wild.
wild.
But when you getting there, you getting stuck by a pitchfork, and you go, wait, hold up, demon. Is that nigga? I know that ain't that nigga. Y'all got it, bro. I'm being goofy, bro. Y'all got it.
For real though.
But that's real shit though. Like, you gonna stop getting your torment to worry about this nigga.
You want your picture? You might as well come closer. Why not get a good shot? Come closer. Get the sign.
Wouldn't it be implied by the whole fairy tale of Satan that he created hell? Ain't that supposed to be his domain? But this motherfucker's already there. And then on top of the motherfuckers being already there, they talking shit to this nigga, right?
Yeah.
You become like us, nigga? Wait a minute, ain't he supposed to have been the first angel? So who? It's just too many hoes, man. Well, y'all got it, bro. I'm done.
Yeah. It says, verse 16, that they see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble? That did shake kingdoms? That made the world a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof? That opened not the house of his prisoners? So this is what they're gonna say to him. So you destroyed the earth, and now you just down here running around, doing your own thing. Now you the god of the underworld. And we down here with you.
And we went from talking shit to getting our asses whooped all of a sudden. Go ahead. I was just gonna say, make your point, because I want to talk about something that happened before camp, but it's going into this.
Yeah, because it's so. What this is actually going into the you got the definition, don't you?
Okay.
Lucifer or Satan.
Yep.
Go ahead. Yeah, you got the definition. Go ahead. I want you to read them first before we get into it.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the definition of Lucifer. In the Hebrew is Hayalal, which means light bearer, shining one, morning star. It says of the king of Babylon and Satan figuratively. It says Halal, describing the king of Babylon.
Yeah.
So,
Go ahead.
so basically, it's a light bearer, right? Because this devil, he bears the light in wickedness, right? But Lucifer could also be who? Who else? Yahweh Shai, right? And he bears the light in righteousness, man. You know, that's why the scriptures talk about what? Get thee into darkness, right? Is there no more wisdom in teeming, right? Because you got a term called being enlightened, right? Having wisdom and knowledge. So when this devil goes down, his mental is gonna go down too, man.
That's why they call themselves the Illuminati, the Enlightened Ones.
The light ones, yeah. I think they say like the birth of it be like 1776 enlightened or something to that effect.
Now, the point I want to make is going into the precept we just read before, right? And so it said that is this the man that did weaken the nations, right? And they caused the whole earth to tremble. Now, also before camp, a lot of stuff happened before camp. Interview with Putin came up. Now I was doing something, so while I was doing it, I just let it play. So the whole time during the interview with Putin, there was a few points that came out. They were trying to trap Putin and make him get angry so he could look bad on the interview. And so they was like, well, look, Putin, you know, this, that, and the other. What about your policies? He was like, wait a minute. Y'all leave American soil to go meddle in other countries' affairs all the time. Now, the one point I want to make, he said there was some situation with a leader that America was trying to get out. He was like, who gonna replace him? You trying to destabilize that nation by getting rid of that leader. Y'all ain't even got nothing, ain't nothing set up. Who's gonna replace that man? That's how they weaken a lot of nations, by getting rid of their leaders. You see?
The president from Haiti just got assassinated.
And you come on now, and it just so happens when they oppose America that them niggas die.
What did he do though? What hasn't been established there? They ain't get the whatchamacallit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You bet they gonna get it soon.
Good dude.
But that, you know, that was it. That's how he weakened the nations. You know, by going and meddling in other people's affairs. You know, they asked him like, look, What you gonna do about China? China just dropped three aircraft carriers. You know, them water-based little aircraft carrier things. He was like, what about that? He's like, look, we cool with China. We good. Just because y'all go around policing everybody's military shit that's near your border don't mean we do the same shit. There was even a scenario where they came to Russia's border doing exercises and shit. He was like, what would have happened if we would have did the same shit to y'all? Think about that.
This is war.
Y'all niggas would have fired on us.
Yeah.
But y'all get to do that shit. And then y'all want to come tell me what I'm doing is wrong. They weakening the whole earth, man. You know? Go ahead, Al.
All right, this is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 7. It says, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them? It says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, and for the city, and of the city, and of all that dwell therein. You know, that kind of that ties back into it, man. How they go into these other countries, they take their resources, they assassinate their leaders and put their puppet leaders in there. You know, this is a part of him weakening the nations, man.
Yep, spoiled many nations.
Precept. Oh, you still got something? Joel chapter 3 verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all that men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
Thou come as weak as weak.
Right.
Ain't that what they said literally to him? That thou become as weak as weak?
It's the book of Isaiah. Chapter 14, verse 10 again, it says, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us?
Wait a minute, what happened to all that power you had? Oh, the shoe's on the other foot now. Oh, motherfucker. You see? that tied into perfectly. You know? The weak are saying that they're strong, and his confederate, is going to go against him, and he's going to be weakened. When they all combine their firepower, America ain't gonna be able to do shit about it, bro. In 1 hour, this place gonna be destroyed with the chariots and the missiles.
Yeah, the chariots gonna be getting busy first, man.
Yeah.
They're gonna be making this. They're gonna make you real weak.
Yep.
Them nuclear missiles is gonna be the finisher, man. That's a grand finisher.
Smackdown.
If I may add, that further proves as well that we're under wickedness right now, as far as the kingdom, as far as Esau being in rulership right now, because it talked about in the scriptures, as far as if righteousness was here, everybody would be in peace. How the prune hooks and everything will be turned into, or it wouldn't be turned into swords no more, basically. I got the precept.
Yeah, go ahead.
Beat that plowshare.
It's Isaiah chapter 2, and
There you go.
I'll start at verse 2.
This is how you know the Israelites are not in rulership.
Yeah, yeah.
This is not the kingdom right now.
And it says, Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 2, it says, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it.
That ain't happening. That ain't happening, no way. The law is not the law. It says the law shall go forth out of Zion.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's in verse 3.
That ain't happening. Man, look, the bastard that who shall dwell in Ashdod over there right now, which is Amalek. Okay, the Jewish, the 1948ers, right? who occupy our homeland right now, bro. They just doing what it do. All types of manners of filth and nastiness going on, right? Oh, wait a minute. They bombing Ishmael, literally. Israel, these wars is Israel and what's the other? No, it ain't Iran.
Palestine.
Is it Palestine?
Yeah, it was Palestine.
Bro, they going to war right now, bro. bombing each other.
Right, before it was Syria, Palestine, Gaza.
Well, what? If y'all the people of the Lord, no more war. Shall be no more war though. Go ahead, bro. You got it.
Verse 3, and many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh, to the house of the power of Jacob. He will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths.
Hell no. We're going to that great city, Babylon the Great. Why wouldn't that? You see the only other nations. You see OnlyFans? Oh my God! You see those women over there? Man, we're going to America. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and if you are vulnerable, you can say, "Well, I put my life in danger when I could just go to the great city and be free and come out and get praised, honored, might even become a celebrity." So why stay here?
Get out of here. These nations come here to do abominable things too, against their own traditions.
Yeah, I guess they are. Cause the first one is, really the nations was coming over here to get that bread. But as this thing has opened up, bro, horrible, horrible. Go ahead, bro.
Women shed them burkas
For-
real quick when they get over here.
What you saying?
I said them women shed them burkas real quick when they get over
Yeah,
here.
they do.
Bro,
Throw
go
some
ahead,
tight
bro.
jeans on.
Bro, it's horrible, bro.
Hey, a lot of people wanted to kill Mia Khalifa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's unheard of for them. Their
there's another one they did. They got to a
got
family.
her.
Yeah.
Oh, the brothers got her.
Oh yeah, they came and killed her.
Oh yeah.
That was it was an
Oh,
honor
yeah, I heard
killing.
about that.
Yo, honor killing. Yeah, that's shameful. What? But see, go ahead. You think the Bible don't? All right. Brothers can't. Bro, that's a shame, bro. Bro,
They still deal with them laws.
the Bible is extreme, bro. You a lot of you people talk about y'all have no idea. And we're going back to that.
Yep. Now, in the kingdom, y'all won't have to worry about that.
Cause you're gonna be in your right mind and you're gonna be trained up. You're gonna be trained up the right way and you ain't gonna be thinking like no damn demon. You ain't gonna have them subconscious wicked ass thoughts. You gonna know right from wrong. And you nations is gonna get out of pocket. We're gonna put y'all in check. We're gonna beat y'all with a rock. Somebody get the scripture, brother? We're gonna beat y'all with a rod of iron, man. Cause look, the Lord manifested twice within 10 seconds. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy,
Oh
bro.
wow.
On both sides.
Yeah, I know. This side ain't crossed.
This ain't gonna happen in the kingdom, bro. This won't be allowed if the kingdom of heaven was established, man.
One of them's a fucking Jake.
This wouldn't allow if the Israelites was in rulership. But the 1948ers could tell the whole goddamn world that they the people of the Lord. Vocab, you ain't got nothing to say because you one of them devils, man. You wicked ass jakes, y'all ain't got nothing to say. Oh, well, you're preaching hate. You don't see this hate and madness all around you? This is madness. They made a church gospel song talking about they gonna convert our children. And nobody's saying shit. Nobody. A whole choir talking about they gonna convert our children to that same-sex madness. And nobody said a goddamn word.
I ain't heard about that.
Psalms 94:16, Baba Kashar, real quick. That should be getting me heated through the spirit sometimes. I'm gonna try to relax. Let's start to get amped up, you know what I'm saying? You get you heated, bro.
Gotcha.
Cause don't nobody got nothing to say. But we the bad people. We out on the streets. We're talking about hate. But here it is. There's a choir full of people, of those people, talking about they're going to convert our children. Go ahead, bro.
This is Psalms 94 and verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Who's going to do that? Because clearly these so-called Christians ain't doing it. Clearly the Catholics ain't doing it. But they're the Bible thumpers, aren't they? Right? They're the true worshipers, the believers. But they ain't saying nothing.
They promote it.
But they help promote it though, right? Or they're in agreement. You people worship the God of this world, literally. You people worship the God of this world. You don't worship Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. You don't worship the God of this Bible and His only begotten Son. You don't. Your mindset shows it. Your works show it. Shit pissed me off. You got a precept?
Yeah, I got it.
Go ahead.
This is Psalms chapter 2 and verse 7. Verse 6. Yet I have set my king upon my holy hill of Zion, and I will declare a decree. The Lord hath said unto me, Thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance.
And that's what's coming to us, the heathen. The heathen's coming. Y'all are our inheritance. Y'all just slaves on the loose. That's all for now.
Y'all layaway.
On layaway. It's cool. You on the loose for now. All right, we deal with it. Go ahead.
And the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
Yep.
Thou shalt break them with the rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them into pieces like a potter's vessel. And that's the point.
Yeah, so we're gonna set y'all straight as King David set y'all straight. Because King David is gonna be what? He's gonna be king again. What the scripture says? Basically it says Isaiah 2. Who's in Isaiah?
You get Isaiah.
You in Isaiah? Jump up to verse 11.
Oh yeah, back in Isaiah 2. So,
Somebody get a Amos 9. I believe it's verse 11. 9 and 11. Amos 9 and 11. Where we got a
Amos 9
verse?
and 11, I got it.
Yep.
Amos 9 and 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen and close up the breaches thereof.
And He's going to raise up the tabernacles of David. The order's about to be restored. That's what we waiting for, brothers. Orders to be restored. Hey, and you sisters, you believers. We waiting for this order to be restored. It got to be restored. Demon on TikTok talking about the Bible is useless. If the Bible would help, right? If the Bible was so helpful, right? Why the earth in the condition that it's in? The scriptures tell you why. This is not even being made the standard, so that's the reason. Most of the reason right there. This ain't the standard. They say the Bible's the law of the land. They lying. Psalms 50. Book of the Charles. Let me read Psalms 50. Go ahead, bro. Slaughter.
Oh, you good. Amos. What was it?
Amos.
Just the last chapter. 5. Amos. Wait, Shalaki. 9 and 11. All right. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen and close up the breaches thereof. And I will raise up his ruins and I will build it as in the days of old. All right. And there's a special note that says the breaches is to close up the hedge, basically, to close up the wall. Okay. It will be back in its order, back defensed, strong.
It's not Isaiah 2:11. It's talking about I'm gonna restore the thy judges as before. It might be Ezekiel. No, it might be Ezekiel.
Go ahead.
Psalms 50.
Yeah, Psalms 50 and 16, right.
Come on. This is Psalms 50 and verse 16. But unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes,
Right.
or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
Go ahead.
Seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee.
Right. So what the scriptures say? The scriptures talk about this book is instructions, word of righteousness. I'm not even gonna do that to you. So
words
it's
that I
okay.
speak unto you, they are life.
Spirit in their life.
Yeah. It's that 2 Timothy.
2 Timothy 4, I think.
I got you. Go ahead.
Right here.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 25. And I will turn my hand upon thee and purely purge away thy dross and take away all thy tin. And I will restore thy judges as at the first, and thy counselors as at the beginning. Afterward thou shalt be called the city of righteousness and so like the faithful city.
Yeah, see? So go back to Isaiah 2 and what you're witnessing, right? Through the Spirit right now is, order being restored through the Spirit, Now, we can't keep the laws of the Most High perfectly, but we're trying. And you see the order that's being set up, you know? The order that's being set up, because we're not no longer stand upon him that smote us. And he hates that. We're no longer living our life in sin and promoting sin. And he hates that. He loves when Jake sins. He loves when you sin. He loves because when you get off, it's like, yes, we're keeping them separate away from them their power, and we can further destroy them. But Jake don't see it that way. We tell Jake that way, y'all hating. What y'all talking about? You think you know something, right?
That's why people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. What's that? 6 and 4.
Hosea 4 and 6.
4 and 6. You
Right?
know? And just that reaction shows that they have a lack of knowledge, because it says that if you rebuke a wise man, he will love thee. Rebuke a fool, he will hate thee. See? And because our people hate us, there you go, lack of knowledge. You see? They don't love the reproof of the Most High.
Yep. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 16. All scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High, and is profitable. She said useless. And is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of the Most High may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works. No, the standard that he pushes is useless. This is madness, right? Okay, so if his standard is so perfect, why the earth messing up, right? Why is the earth in the state that it's in today, right? If his way is the right way, right? Why ain't there peace on the earth? If his way is the right way? I mean, clearly you saying his standard is right. You following his paths. Oh, well, just because he got good technology, okay, you can get an iPhone 12, right? He does have some type of great technology. We give E good some credit. The Most High gave him some, left-hand technology. He got some good shit out here, right? But on the same note, the same phone gives you brain cancer. It kills you. So how fucking good it really is it then?
And then you need to put more pressure on your ass.
Right. You see what I'm saying though?
Shit, if he's so great, why is there fluoride in your water?
Right. Right?
Why you can't grow shit without making a chemical byproduct that kills your ass?
Right. Oh, he loves you so much, right? He tell you brush your teeth 3 times a day. With some bullshit, fluoride part of it, but with some bullshit toothpaste that says on the label,
do not swallow. Call poison control. If swallow, call poison control. If you swallow more than use the brush, call poison control.
Or children do not. What's the other one that said children, not for children.
They keep out of reach of children.
What? Nigga. Bro, you got to go. He got to go. And everybody with the same mindset, you got to go. Now we understand you got to play your part here, being a 230. I understand that. That's why you're a 230. You got to be wicked. You got to vex us. You got to do bullshit so you can get judged. And bro, every month it's like there's more demons. Bro, every month, bro, it's more demons.
It's more and more.
There's more. So wickedness is getting greater, man. But now it goes back to, look, brothers and sisters, we got to put on that armor. We got to, man. We got to continue to pray to Yahweh Shem Rashad, man. Because Satan is trying to sift us, man. But these people are sifted, man. Precept.
Well, you want me to start where I was at?
Stupid ass looks on these people's face.
Yep.
Stupid as
Isaiah.
hell, man. But crazy, they have no idea what's about to take place.
Whole lot of pride.
That's
too.
why it's like the water y'all about to smell shot for the breath. You know?
Yep.
Like, for real, man. You know, certain times we get vexed with certain things, but then certain times I be like, bro, they supposed to be doing this. They supposed to not know.
Yeah. Hey, the scriptures talk about
Which one of
when
the
the Lord
things?
Yahweh Shai comes back, he's gonna stomp on them grapes. It says, "Come down for the it's ready basically, man.
Yeah. The wine press is ready.
It's ready,
Wine press
man.
is
It's
full.
ready to be stomped on, man.
Yeah.
That's one of the things Most High hates. Pride of the poor man.
Get it. Get it,
Poor
brother.
man that is proud,
The
yeah.
poor man is proud.
That's beautiful, yeah. You do that.
But like I say, bro, these are Christians, bro. These people, these abominables you see, these are Christians.
like the fourth manifestation.
And these are Christians. And the standard of E out here that's pushed in the world is this is acceptable. Sirach 12:6. Ecclesiastes 12:6. Get what you got, bro. What you got?
Also Isaiah 2.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, we're going to that standard because these people don't know the standard. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, you got it.
Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 3. And it reads, and many people shall go and say, come ye and let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh, to the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths.
No, they want to be taught in the ways of E. They want to walk in the paths of E. This is what you see. Right? Go ahead.
For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of Yahweh from Jerusalem. And he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
Ain't gonna be none of that. Ain't gonna be none of that. We're not gonna be hearing no wars and rumors of wars. Ain't gonna be any of those talks. Ain't gonna be any of that. You see? What's up, bro? But we have that going on. Why? Because we are in the end. Up. Somebody get Matthew 24 real quick. The love of many shall wax cold. Yeah, that's that. Yeah.
Just going to that statement you made earlier about, things getting worse and worse and there being more demons.
Yeah.
Well, iniquity, which is what? Transgressions of the law,
Still bound.
is abounding.
Yeah. Tremendously.
And then what is love? The keeping of the Lord's commandments.
And
The love of many is waxing cold.
right. Yeah. Yep.
I got it. Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
Right. So that's going into. But I wanted you to jump above with the wars and the rumors of wars.
Okay. This is
Because what you gonna have wars and rumors of wars for if you change all your military instruments to agricultural instruments? There's gonna be no need of it. There's gonna be no need for war in the kingdom. And the only people that's gonna control and reign on the earth are the Israelites. Period. We gonna have that rod of iron. Starting with Yahweh Shai.
we're going back to that monarchy, man. America pushes this democracy and selecting your leaders. No, we're going back to that monarchy, man. Okay, with that absolute what they call it, absolutism. We got one person who has the absolute power, the control over everything.
It's gonna be Yahweh Shai.
Yeah,
Because the elect is already selected. Already. It's done.
them is the rulers and the counselors of Yahweh Shai, man. That government.
Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Yeah, the end is not yet. But we already read, though, if the 1948ers was the real people of the Lord, there wouldn't be none of that. There wouldn't be no wars and rumors of wars. But you got war talks going on, circulating in the news channels all day long. Right now, we can probably look at the news channels right now. You got people, Navy carriers going into different parts of the sea. People getting their borders approached. Right now, we could probably look it up. Right now.
Hey, Russia got that nuclear submarine that just circles the earth waiting, bro.
Yeah, ain't it called the
It's called the what is it called?
I forget, but we just posted it. I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, it just wait, man.
Is it the destroyer? Is it that?
I'm not sure of the name. Yeah, but it just circles the earth, right? Waiting for when they get the command to launch the missiles, man.
Because it's the one in Kraken. And if you know Russia's doing that, we know other people doing it. Ain't nobody gonna be no sitting duck now. You know?
Okay. This is verse 7. For nation shall rise up against nation. Right. We just made mention of that. Russia's coming against America. China. Right. China's coming against America. These other nations, man. They're all gonna come against America, man. They got their military weaponry and their nuclear weaponry ready, man. This says, nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. So like nation against nation is the race wars, man. One group of people against another group of people. Kingdom against kingdom goes into Russia against America. Other nations. All right. So like it says, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And we see a lot of that going on, man. Every day. Every year you see more and more earthquakes, man. Thousands of them. It says, all these are the beginning of sorrows.
Letting you know the times we heading into, it's not going to be times of pleasantness. It's just not. Things are going to get worse and worse and worse.
Verse 9, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
And that's what's going to happen, man. Like, hey, we said it earlier. The devil shall cast some of you into prison. You know? They hate it. Because look, because the message we teach, right? Which is the gospel, the good news, is literally the fall of the most wicked kingdom upon the planet Earth. And the fall, and for all these other nations that look upon us with reproach and look down on us, that they're all going to be in subjection. Every single one of them. Every single one of them.
Yeah, man. We're boasting like David and Goliath, man.
Yes.
I mean, these people are like, bro, these is like roaches in the projects. You hear me?
Thought the Pride Festival was over.
Bro. But it's so much of the norm now, bro. We need the Lord. What you got?
I got that. Sorry.
Oh yeah, we off that. Get yours.
Ecclesiasticus 12:6 says.
Yeah, because I made a statement of
People walking by.
that the Lord do not delight in these manners. You know, these old wicked. Because these manners that they're doing is old. This Greco-Roman, right?
Hamitic.
Days a lot.
Yep.
Type of behavior. And you people
Ain't nothing new under the sun.
ain't nothing new under the sun, but these are Christians. Self-proclaimed Christians. What do you see when you see on Instagram? God first. God first. Romans 11. Romans 10. Amen. Slakia. God first. With the two same emojis, the rainbow. I'm gonna call him because I'm about to do the Cat Williams on him real quick. You know what I'm saying? Bro, what do you mean God first? But see, goes back to the E standard in that build of God that E have created. E created his own God, which this is who these people reverence.
That build of God is basically an idol, man.
That's all.
He made himself a god.
Where he at? Let's
really-
get him out.
Really, you end up worshiping E. Did you find it? Them going forth to create their own righteousness and not giving themselves into the righteousness of the Most High.
Here we go. Here we go.
I got it.
That's your Serapis Christus.
Here we go. Hell, right here. Piece of shit. That's who it is. Oh, but then Jake, then Jake will change the image and say, okay, you're right. The Lord is a man of color, woolly hair,
Then they give him dreads
and then still do bullshit.
with no beard.
They're giving them Shiva Jotas, man.
Yeah, you seen that video where he got the cuffs on or whatever. He got his hands is bound.
The little cut.
Trying to make him look like a
Yeah,
Rasta.
he got the goatee with the dreads.
But some of them would still acknowledge that the Lord was the Lord was a man of color. But it's like, can you give me Revelation 11 and 8? This is why this is happening. Because the Lord is X'd out. Crucified. That's what they did. Right? But the right hand gonna win. The right hand gonna win. It may look like the left winning. They ain't gonna win.
Yep, just like Aaron's rod swallowed up those magicians' rods. The right hand is more powerful than the left hand.
Right.
Or was it Moses?
That was Moses here.
It was Moses.
What it say?
Moses told
Moses'
Aaron
staff.
to
Oh, he told him to cast the staff down?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bro, 11 and 8.
Revelations 11, chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great cities, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
People are completely dead out here. Completely zombified, man. Horrible. Go ahead.
Spiritual mummies, right?
Yeah.
Y'all got it.
Where also
Walking coffins, bro. Like, go ahead.
where also our Lord was crucified.
Where also our Lord was crucified, spiritual in Sodom and Egypt. This is talking about America. Okay? We had more than enough examples of the alphabet, today. More than enough examples, and there's gonna be more before we close out. But then this is also a place of bondage. It's a place of a burden to us, It's burdensome to us. The city of the oppressor. But our Lord is crucified. He's crossed out daily. Oh no, the scriptures say we are killed all day long. Salakia. We're killed all day long behind of what we stand for, and that is righteousness. Okay? So as they crucified, Yahweh Shai says, as they crucified Yahweh Shai, they want us crucified too. They want us exed out. They want us out the picture. Because they want to continue to further their, he wants to continue to further his plan, so he definitely wants to get rid of the Israelites. But the Israelites of our people want us exed out because what? We're messing with their spirit behind the stuff that they want to continue to further in and do.
So we're out the saints.
And Jake is adding on to that thing. It was you, right?
You are not, Revelation.
Sirach 12 and 6.
Yeah. One of y'all was. Oh yeah, it was you, but sorry. Go ahead, bro.
You had the precept.
Romans 10.
Romans 10 going into the wicked.
Come on. This is Romans chapter 10 and verse 3.
Start at 2.
Come on, verse 2.
No, let's just start
Start
at
at the top. Yeah, come on. Romans 10 and 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to the Most High for Israel is that they might be saved.
Shouldn't be no confusion. None. For his brethren, his kinsmen according to the flesh,
Who are Israelites?
who are Israelites. The next chapter. The very next chapter. But somehow, read down to Romans 11 further down. Now it's going into the wild olive tree of the nation.
He's done talking about them now. Now, that's us. Go ahead, bro.
But then before the 11th chapter, or for the 10th chapter, we go to the first chapter. It's talking about the Israelites that are dwelling in Rome. Okay. Y'all got it.
Romans 10 and verse 2. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. For they being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness, and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High.
And you see this on Jake all the day, all day long. Yeah. You see, damn, how can I put it? You see more pastors, okay? Mm-hmm. You see women pastors, all right? The first thing niggas who get on their award shows after promoting death, adultery, drug use, and all these things today, people, what's the first thing? First, I like to thank God. Yeah, that nigga Future even got a song, God blessing all the trap niggas.
Yeah.
So he blessing niggas that's committing witchcraft. That's how that goes.
Destroying his people, right?
So they have a zeal of the Most High. They God first. That's always said, God first. All right, so that zeal is there, but not according to knowledge. Because if you were truly putting the Most High first, you wouldn't be doing those things, would you? You see? They've gone to establish their own righteousness, which ends up being wickedness at the end of the day. You see? And you can't tell them no differently. All right? You can't tell them that what they're doing is wrong. You can't tell them that you know, you can't tell a Christian woman that walking around with almost no clothes on is something that the Lord will not be okay with.
God gave me a body to show my ass.
My body, my choice. You can't tell me what to put on, nigga. You see? You can't tell these people that. You can't tell. I ain't gonna dare you because that wouldn't be a wise thing to do. But if you were to, by chance, go into a Christian church and they was having food afterwards and tell them, oh, you know, according to the Levitical law, you should not be consuming products that contain pork. What do you think they would say to you? The law done away with. That was the Old Testament, brother. Look, I'm gonna have to take you in my office. You sure you don't want some of these ham hocks? We got some fried pork chop.
Got the chillins cookie.
Oh, don't forget about the gumbo in the back. You see, Jesus came so that we can eat whatever we want to eat. You know? They established their own righteousness and they're fully emboldened in that. So they got a zeal after the Most High. They get up and say that this is what they do. You know, I dedicated my life. Oh, June 1998, June the 2nd.
When I became saved.
When I said the sinner's prayer, from that day on, I dedicated my life to Jesus Christ. Okay? So this is what they believe. They got that zeal. Whole ass pastors, looking like a bald ass turtle, out the shell, telling you what's right and what's wrong. You see? This is what you get, man. This is what you get. They establish their own righteousness. You know, let the bro get it back whenever he come back around. It's complete folly and wickedness, man.
Can't tell yeah. So pretty much you people don't know the Bible. None of you people know the Bible. Period. You don't. You don't know it. You might as well just start over. Yeah, okay? And get learned by the true men of the Lord. Somebody read it.
This is Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1. You mentioned, bro, how times is going to get worse. Yeah. This is Daniel 12 and 1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
Bro, it's going to be so bad to the point Michael is going to have to stand up.
That's the next angel on the Yahushua, man. The Archangel of War. That's how you're gonna have to have divine intervention.
Yep. Michael wants to stand up, bro. It's gonna get absolutely crazy. But, you know, a lot of you people that wasn't meant to be written in the book of life, you ain't written. You ain't gonna make it. We'll see you on the other side. But see, it's not gonna be this easy death, as you know, some say. At least not for everybody. People just be like, well, you know, we all gotta die someday. Mm-hmm. Right? That's what they say. Well, we all gotta die. I mean, what you want me? Okay. Try getting mauled and chewed on by a bear for 3 days. You want to talk shit? Try getting pecked on by crows for a week. Bro, that's nothing nice. That's torture. Or mice. New York mice, rats.
Eating your ass alive.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Inside out.
Bro, I was just watching a video about how some of these devils like to collect big cats all over the country. You got little small private zoos with lions and tigers.
Yeah. People got them. Even niggas with money got those.
Oh, yeah. They gonna get loose.
Niggas got what are they called? Bobcats and shit, bro.
And all of them are gonna get loose at some point.
That's
Cub lions.
Yeah. Mountain lion, bro.
Imagine turning the corner and there's a full-grown male lion sitting there licking his lips.
But see, these beasts are already roaming. Can somebody get it's in Ecclesiasticus, they should change places. These beasts are already roaming around because the devil already took over their habitat, so they ain't got nowhere to go. You hearing stories of, or you know, people got all these different door cameras and stuff. It's in Ecclesiasticus.
Or animals rolling up on the porch.
rolling around on
yeah.
a porch,
Yep.
just running through the driveway
Yep.
in the backyard.
Yep.
Oh, there's a bobcat loose.
Yep.
Right? I seen a mountain lion. I seen a bear. Duh. What you expect? But just because you have this higher role, because you're, I want to say that wrong. Right? Just because you're, upgraded, I don't want to say too, because everything got its role and purpose of how about some y'all shy, okay? But just because you can speak and walk and do all these different things that an animal can't do, you just want to say, well, I think they should just, move to wherever they can get to. Just push them in the corner. Like, you know what I mean? Push them in the corner. Fuck what they about. Fuck them. Why they gotta be here? Why they gotta roam our backyards? Like, what? I mean, it's very unfortunate because you got kids. It's like, shit, I don't want to get caught by a bear.
Yeah, I want that nigga.
But bro, they ain't got no spot where they can go.
We done moved into they shit.
They through.
Right.
And it ain't like we just had our own little population and that they kind of had the woods and shit. You start cutting down the woods, then they get pushed further and further into a corner. And a lot of animals need a wide roaming space.
Yeah, they do.
You know what I'm saying? So instead of them being able to, you running off they prey and you running them off,
Yep.
and you running the vegetation off that the prey eat. So you fucking it up all together. You know what I'm saying? And then animals, them carnivores. See, this is one thing, bro. I always like to say. It's true and it's funny. You like check like they food hot. You think them animals like eat cold, dead shit that's already dead?
Nah,
Ain't no blood in their veins.
they like to chase.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, they ain't even get a chance for their shit to get cold. They shit already cold, hasty. They didn't want to eat that shit. Here go a refrigerated goat. Nigga eating that goat like, nigga, you looking real delicious. You know how I think it's on, I don't know if it's on the Flintstones, but certain like Tom and Jerry. He'll be looking, or somebody will be looking, they be hungry, be looking at another person, and then they start imagining like fried chicken legs walking and shit.
Yeah.
Or your ass be looking like a whole roast chicken, he be like, yeah, nigga, you looking good. That's how you look to that line, man. You got his ass locked up, man. Wait till they get out. They gonna feast.
Yep.
Bro, whenever I went to the zoo not too long ago, bro, looking at the animals, bro, I'm sitting there like, damn. Like you could tell, bro, the torture, bro, you could tell the animals going
They
through
soul
it,
is
bro.
like
Bro,
through.
there was literally like 5 cheetahs, bro, all in one little area, bro, like a small, like, bro, how this triangle is, bro, like one little just small area, bro, they're all landing together just looking at us like damn.
Here go these niggas again. I just wanted to chill today, Leroy. Why these niggas gotta come every day? I don't know, Cletus. I don't even know.
We're talking
They
about
probably
this,
dream
bro.
about chasing
Yeah, bro, like,
gazelle and shit, man.
bro, it's literally a small, like, little section,
yeah, a little
bro.
pen, yeah, they don't get no room to roam.
Then you gotta think about the glass that's all around them and stuff. They just, bro.
They just all the way through. That's why you be seeing them little clips where they'll show where a little kid be by the glass and they be turned around and the animal be like, they try to attack they try to like try to bite them. You seen them shit before?
Yeah,
Man, most cats love to hunt, bro. Even you can see that in little cats.
Yeah, man.
They always prowling and
Yeah.
pouncing on some shit. Go ahead, Doc. Back to the precept.
It says Proverbs chapter 12, verse 10. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel.
Yep. Righteous man regards the life
They
of his
always
beast.
trying to put something in the cage.
Yeah, you got to consider what animals need. I'm of the opinion that even house cats, they need to be outside, because the simple fact is they like to spray and mark their territory if they're men. Okay, they like to scratch every fucking thing. All right, and they're primarily carnivores. Okay, so the house, but they need that little bit of vegetable. They might be in that animal's stomach. You know what I'm saying, to get them healthy. So there's a lot of elements that are missing. They drinking tap water. They through. You gotta, they got declawing purposes. You gotta chop their nuts off to keep them in the house, to keep them from spraying. You're not regarding the life of that beast, but because you want an animal, because you want a furry cat in the house. You see what I'm saying?
That's some shit he came up
You
with.
take him
bro.
through all that shit.
Having like bro, there's pet wolves.
Yeah.
This nigga didn't really got pet wolves. Like, how did you get this? You know what I'm saying? Wolves that like to be in packs or eventually be by themselves to being a pet. That's how this nigga is, bro.
Wolves are big as hell too.
Yeah. But you know what? We gonna have that in the kingdom, man. But we're not gonna have to put them in a cage. We're looking for
basically like the animals, how they change their course. I forget where it is. Yeah, we had wild. What did it say? Wild beasts should change their places or something like that. And forget. I was looking for it.
The wild beasts shall change their place. That's how it's worded.
Gracious women should bring forth
Yep.
monsters.
That's how it's
It's
worded.
second edges.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm about to grab it.
I was always Sirach, like, hey, some scriptures be slipping your mind though.
You got that happening, man.
This is second Esdras, chapter 5, and verse 8. And it reads, there shall be a confusion also in many places,
Yeah.
and the fire shall be off Salat. Off scent. You said like off scent, OFT scent. That's how you say it. Just because it says
Off scent. Yeah,
off
scent.
scent.
Yeah,
Okay, come on, Salakia.
Off is short for like often.
Oh, okay. Come on. The water. Second Esdras 5 and 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be off sent out again. And the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters.
Yeah, wild beasts is changing their places. You see that. And we ain't even gotta talk about all these monsters running around here. Bro, there was what? How many, what's it, it was like over 100 shootings on July 4th,
yeah,
and
150.
30 people killed, right? Monsters, you see? And who helps these monsters keep the fuel of that fire?
Energy.
That energy, the entertainers. Same ones that said to go up there and say, I want to thank God first, for getting this award. My team, my wife, the management, everybody still my shut the fuck up.
God bless y'all.
Because like you said, they pushed all that bullshit out. Now what happened? Well, Megan Thee Stallion is getting what? What is it called? What is the little like the Captain America shit? What is that?
She-Hulk.
Yeah,
She's getting a role.
She's getting a role.
Yeah, she's getting a role.
So
in
now she's gonna have an action figure.
DC Marvel.
DC Marvel, right?
Yeah.
So she's eventually gonna have an action figure.
Yeah, they
And you know they're gonna make her an action figure with some Jake body,
Certain proportions.
certain proportions. So, so when they say, they, the little girls is gonna have that, and we know what's all gonna get promoted within this.
So it's probably gonna have on some slutty clothes too, like
Yes.
they ripped off and shit.
Shorts and shit.
Yeah.
But here it is though, right? They doing all this, but everybody was mad at the way Mrs. Bugs was in Space Jam, the first Space Jam.
Yeah, the first Space Jam. Yeah.
Wait a minute. They said, well, why would she have on clothing revealing her body, right? We talking about the movie Space Jam, because she had on shorts with big,
You
you know what
yeah,
I'm
you
saying?
can see her busty.
Big breasts and all that.
Yeah.
But wait a minute. So they had a problem with that. But then they promote Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B, madness. This shows you how much that somebody get the Light of Wicked should be put out in the Light of the Wicked should get put out, and the one about the hypocrite, because he's a hypocrite, bro. And then, go ahead, you get it, go ahead.
So like, too, if you know what the precept is, it talks about, because we know who their God is. The scripture talk about who
Their
the God of
belly,
this
their-
world have blinded them.
I'm gonna say their belly.
Their belly. Well, that too. But then the God of this world have blinded these people, the ones who are blinded to this truth, because the God of the world have blinded them. You know, who's the God of this world?
Satan.
Yeah, Esau, Edom, so-called women. You see, because he's doing the bidding of the spiritual demon Satan.
Yeah, Satan. Yeah, that's what I wanted the brother to get the word Satan. When you go into the definition of the word Satan, I don't know if they took it out yet, but it says Satan-like man.
Oh,
That's what it used to say a couple years ago.
oh, wouldn't that be different?
No, Satan.
It was it in there when you had it earlier?
No, he read Lucifer.
Oh, you read Lucifer. That's right.
I still got it. Still got Satan.
Okay, got
Read
it.
yours.
This is Job 18 and verse 5, and it reads, Yea, and the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine.
Yeah, see? So the light of the wicked, we said the enlightened ones, the left-hand side, but the light of this wicked devil ruling is going to get put out, man. And all the things that's going to go right with it. Right? Now, what's the other dude's name? I think it was like something we used to watch when we was younger. You know, a little animation cartoon. It was the dude that was basically pressing up on a girl. What was
Coyote
it?
man? I mean,
What's the
Oh,
cop?
Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew. Yeah, bro, they was on him, bro. They said this is sexual harassment, this is this and that.
What do you think? That's a female skunk.
Right? The females, bro, they was on, bro. They was going hard about Pepe Le Pew, bro. Saying this is sexual harassment, men shouldn't behave like this and that. Bro, it's just crazy. Going all this hard, but then it's like, wait a minute. Oh, which one you got?
Even with the incident at that spa.
Oh, then I saw in the chat?
Yeah, bro.
But they asked for that. Y'all asked for that. I ain't really even gonna speak on that, but they asked for that spa incident. Oh, that's what you get. And this is gonna happen more because, well, I guess we're gonna have to say it. They're trying to add, they're talking about adding a new letter to the alphabet. You know? P for pedo. P for pedo.
And Z too.
Yeah,
Zoophilia.
Yeah, that's what I told you, zoophilia. So a man went into a spa. He went to a spa and, you know what I'm saying, pulled his rod out. Men and women in it. I mean, women and children in there. Women come out. You know, you can't let this happen and whoop whoop whoop. You know, you can't do this. You gotta kick him out. You know, I don't care because he's a man. He's a man. He shouldn't do that. Now, for her case, I don't know her case, so she might be not with the bullshit.
Right. But if you ain't with me,
You against me? Because hold on, because if you're with same kind, changing the kind, well, they're all in one realm.
yeah,
You got to accept that because they're one party.
yeah.
You can't.
What Dave Chappelle said, they all in the car together.
Yeah, you can't pick and choose now.
Oh yeah.
You fought for this. This is what you said. So now you got to deal with this bullshit we've been talking about.
But hey, plus, you ain't speak out against it.
You ain't speak out. You know, well, she spoke out against it with the incident that was going on.
Because
When
it
it
was
happened
presented
to
to
her.
her
Because it was
face.
presented to her face. But if you with all the other bullshit, you can't be with that bullshit either. You know, and we said this was gonna happen. We said it. I said it years ago, and other brothers said it. I was specifically said when men start walking into these restrooms and doing this and that, y'all gonna lose it. Because they can't be denied because that's a lawsuit. If I, you know what I'm saying? If I was, you know, if someone was going to say I identify as such and such, you have to accept that, or you're getting a lawsuit.
Oh,
You'll get a lawsuit.
this is the modern day Rome, man. This is all the stuff that they did back then. It's gonna get to the point where we might be doing camp, and I might be having a marriage between a man and a horse,
Yeah, absolutely,
or a woman and a fucking dog, man.
absolutely. And that's the norm though. Love is love.
Fucking marriage music playing and thing. Fuck, man. It's we about to see some shit like this, man. It's about to get crazy.
The little veil with the train and shit.
Hey, man married a dog, a woman married a tree. Shit is real. You can't. What KS say? You can't make this stuff up. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, that was it on that.
That's it. What you got?
I got that word to say.
Okay, read that. Somebody, it's the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. That's what it is.
So this is
I couldn't think of what it was though.
the word for Satan, man.
I think it's a joke.
Because this is a Satan. These people are basically Satanists, man. Okay. This is a satanic society. Satan. The word for Satan is Satanas in the Greek, and it says adversary, one who opposes another in purpose or act. Right. So, in the spiritual sense, that could be the spiritual demon Satan. Okay. He's the opposing force in the spirit. Okay, against the men of the Lord. Okay, it says the name given to the prince of evil spirits, the inveterate adversary of. That's wrong. That's off. That's off. A Satan-like man.
There you go. When we read Isaiah the 14th chapter, Satan like man, that's him. Now we didn't finish in Second Thessalonians 3. How he's gonna come? Can you get it, bro? How he's gonna come with all deceivableness? When we talk about standing against the wiles of the devils and his trickery, well, he gonna come with it. He gonna come with it.
What's the definition of one that says a man that exposes the will of the Most High?
That's right here. Second
Yeah, it's in
Thessalonians.
What's that?
Yeah.
Opposeth himself, and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4 or verse 5. It says, "Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time." Or Salakia, hold on. Or keep going? Yeah. Come on, yeah, Salak. Verse 7, "For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way."
It ain't that time for that yet. He gotta keep doing his devil work on the earth until the Lord say, you know what? It's game over. You know? Well, you know, it's say in Revelation 7, so the elect is sealed. Right?
Verse 8, "And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and destroy, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming."
Yeah, and you know, going back to say, you know, it's prophecy. It's all prophecies got to take place. You know?
I think they did take some definitions out of there.
They've been switching them a lot. Go ahead.
Verse 9, "Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved."
So going back to how we were talking about characteristics, this is not talking about Ishmael. Ishmael ain't doing this. Ishmael ain't trying to deceive the world.
He's not trying to make himself to be the Most High.
Ishmael did not do this. Ishmael ain't do this. Esau did. Ishmael got some damn sense to say he was a man of a darker complexion. Cause they ain't, come on, bro, they ain't that dumb. I'm talking about the ones that live over there. So they ain't that dumb over there. They have the common sense to say, okay, yeah, he was of a dark complexion.
I'm from Scotland.
See?
What if that ex-presidents of Egypt?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot his
President of
name.
Egypt?
Yeah, I forgot his
What did he say? You left here
He said the Jews left,
black and came
black came
back
back
white.
white. Something. I forgot his name. I can't even try.
President
Now-
of Egypt at the time.
Yeah.
President of Egypt,
Now going into Satan, right? Satan being a Satan-like man. There was even a time where one of the disciples was called Satan. He was like, "Get thee hence, Satan," because he was opposing the will of the Most High, right?
Yep.
Adversary.
He was being an adversary.
Yeah.
You know. So who has the power to establish anti-Messiah law, anti-Messiah policies, anti-Messiah way of life, and demonize those who are against it? Who got that power? Likewise, the other Satan, okay? The current day Satan, the king of Babylon. Esau, Edom, so-called white man. You see? So get thee hence, Satan. We got things to do, you know? Go ahead.
This is Job chapter 20 in verse 5. It says in Job chapter 20 verse 5 that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment.
Lose for a little season. Lose for a little season. You see? But the triumphing of the wicked is short. You know what I'm saying? But for a moment. But as of right now, it seems long to us. It's really not long in the Lord's eyes. But unto us it's long. You know why? Because it seems longer to us because we're in the flesh and we oppressed. You know? So it seems long. But to the Lord's eyes, he's like, shit. You know? There ain't enough ass open yet. So I let up.
Yeah, what is it? 1 day is 1,000. Well, 1,000 years is 1 day in the sight of the Most High.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we in like, it ain't been but a couple days, man, to the Most High.
He ain't been ruling for, you know,
He hasn't been ruling for that long.
not even what happened. I'm gonna say, yeah. He's around there.
It says, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, his head reach unto the clouds.
Though his excellency mount up to the heavens. Come on, man. So this is linking to Isaiah 14. You see? He has the total control of the earth. He's the one that called the shots. Even other nations, when you look at it, these other countries, they don't rule their country. They don't own their resources over there. Esau do. You see people people got flourishing countries and islands. But why are the people at that mainland don't live on a good portion of that land? Why are the people on that mainland pushed off into the corners and resorts is put there? But you people proud though. You happy. I'm talking about Colombia, I'm Venezuela. Beautiful countries, right? What is the DR? Fruit growing trees, right? Different things of that sort. Other land, other areas grassier than others. Some got more water than others. Beautiful places. He control that shit, not you. You don't control that shit. If he wanted to come chop all these trees down and take all your fruit, he'd do it, and you can't do shit. If he wanted to come overfish that ocean, I'm talking about, you know, or even your little lakes into the main ports, there's nothing you can do because he owns it. So there's no reason for you to be proud. None. And the majority of these places I'm talking about is where who reside. Israelites, baby. You Israelites that don't want to acknowledge you Israelites because you want to still acknowledge yourself as a proverb and byword. Oh, coined by who? No other than who? Esau Edom. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, at work, what am I starting to see a lot of? Heathens coming in with who? Esau Edom. Moab? Especially Moab in them. And I'm looking, I'm like, Edomites. All Edomites. I'm like, what the fuck? And you got the Jake woman coming in. All tribes. Edomites.
Yeah, you see that a lot. That's definitely been increasing.
Ooh.
Definitely been increasing.
Ooh. 'Cause I ain't got no water for you when that fire come. I ain't got no water for you.
It says, yet shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, it shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as the vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more. Neither shall his place any more behold him. His children shall seek to please the poor, and the hand shall restore their goods. So, hey man, when this is all said and done, it's gonna be like you woke up from a nightmare, man. You know? It's gonna be like you woke up from a nightmare.
What was all the trees? It's gonna be nothing, man. Hey, it's gonna be like a sigh of relief, man. You know? Edomites.
Like that. Let me go check that pit, make sure they still there.
Yeah, Esau wake up grabbing his money. Woo! The Israelites. That's funny, man. Hey, it's gonna be like a dream, bro.
Right, but hey, the triumph of the wicked, you know.
You know what?
The joy of the hypocrite. Oh, what's up?
No, I was just thinking about that precept that says this current distress cannot be compared. Do you know what that is?
Current distress.
It's basically this current distress cannot be compared with the righteousness that shall be revealed in the Most High's coming. Sorry, I think I can find that last one.
we getting, bro?
Joy of
About to go dead.
But for a moment. Read it
Oh,
again.
Shalak.
Read it again.
This is current
Read it
suffering.
again.
This is Job chapter 20 and verse 5. That the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
But for a moment, all these things is temporary. You see? These ain't long-lasting things we eat. You know? So,
All right. So Romans 8, and I'll just read verse 18. It says, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High." Okay, so that's what we're waiting for, man. You know, it's gonna be like a dream, man. This current suffering can't be compared to when that dream is over, when that nightmare is over. You see, when you wake up in the kingdom, man, it's gonna be like, shit, did we really go through that? I'm seeing like it now. We got everything. You know, the earth is gonna be restored, fruit and vegetables and stuff is plenty. You know, the love of our brethren is one. You know, no more oppression from our own people, our children and our women. You see?
back and link with our power to the fullest extent.
You gonna be able to walk down the street and dap Jacob like, hey man, what's good?
And you
ain't
gonna
have
feel
no
the love.
mean- You gonna feel it,
know
bro.
You
Ain't gonna be
know
no mean mug like, man, I don't trust this nigga.
Yeah. Or it's a thought afterward of, is that really my friend?
This nigga shiesty.
Do that nigga got an ulterior motive?
Shiesty.
So let me fill my pockets.
Make sure he ain't take my wallet out of my pocket. That's my watch still on?
You don't got, hey, so can somebody get, before we close, because it's about to cut off, somebody get your children should be playing in the streets. That's huge, bro. It's huge. Your children outside in the front, you looking
I
out
was about to get this scripture earlier.
out the screen door and shit.
Y'all always watching me.
I'm gonna be looking out my castle window.
Real, like, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna have to look
No,
for
he
your
ain't
children.
gonna have to do that in the kingdom.
They gonna be cool.
That's what I'm saying, like.
You better put on the
Like now, it's like, no, it talks about your children gonna go play. Lions, you hear lions roaring and everything. You ain't.
Is that right, 8?
You gonna hear lions roaring and everything. You ain't gonna run outside for what? It's gonna say what?
Right. This is Isaiah chapter 11 and verse 6. It says, the wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf and the young lion and the fatling together, and the little child shall lead them. Who's that child talking about? An Israelite child, man. He gonna be playing with the dangerous animals, man. The dangerous in the you know.
The currently dangerous that will be pacified in the kingdom.
Yeah. It says the cow and the bear shall feed, their young ones shall lie down together. The lion shall eat straw like the ox. The sucking child shall play in the hole of the asp. An asp is a giant snake. So they're gonna be playing in the den of a snake, man. Right? It says, and the weaned child shall put his hand in the cockatrice's den. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, for the earth shall be full of the knowledge of the Lord as the waters cover the sea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's how it's gonna be. And just like how people be like, well, how did Noah get all those animals in the ark, right? Well, that's because one, we're above the animals, and two, the Most High put on their spirit to let Noah lead them.
Yep.
You know, that's how that took place.
Got that precept we called for earlier.
Which one?
About the kids.
Yeah.
Zechariah 8:3. Thus saith Yahweh, I am returned unto Zion, and will dwell in the midst of Jerusalem. And Jerusalem shall be called a city of truth, and the mountain of Yahweh, and the mountain of Yahweh of hosts, the holy mountain. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, there shall yet old men and old women dwell in the streets of Jerusalem, and every man with his staff in his hand for very age. And the streets of the city shall be full of boys and girls playing in the streets thereof.
Yeah, that's the point. So yeah, our children are gonna be playing in the streets, enjoying themselves, They ain't gonna have to be worried about drunk drivers getting ran over in the middle of the street or getting grabbed up by a white van with no windows in it, right? Having an Amber Alert set on everybody's phone. We ain't got to worry about that shit. But now we do. Now we do. In this world full of madness, right? Or your kids are down the street playing hide and go get it and shit.
Right.
But we ain't, this shit going, man, all this shit gonna end, man. All of it.
And Zechariah 8:6, thus saith the Most High of hosts, if it be marvelous in the eyes of the remnant of this people in these days, should it also be marvelous in mine eyes? Saith Yahweh of hosts. So I don't know if that question mark's supposed to be there. Oh, some more. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, behold, I will save my people from the east country and from the west country. I will bring them, they shall dwell in the midst of Jerusalem, and they shall be my people, and I will be their power in truth and in righteousness.
And that's happening. That's gonna happen. You see? That's just gonna happen. It ain't nothing you people can do. But this is what the Bible said. And the Bible's firm and it stands alone. And it don't switch. It ain't like Esau.
Yeah, say one thing and then change it up later.
No, it ain't like that. No, it's things as it is already written. Alright? So phone getting low. We're gonna end it off with that. Give all praise and honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect. So next time we want to say Shalom.
Shalom.
Tired of this fucking madness. We feel your pain, Lot. We feel your pain.
Absolutely.